feel like track really opened up a lot of doors for me because like I could say like if I didn't go to track, I wouldn't be able to go to college. And like I know they say that you don't. They say people can be successful without college, but
Yeah.
so when you got if you got a 4 year degree, it can open up a lot of doors for you. It can help you make that extra 40,000.
Yeah.
That like I mean like you know what I'm saying. It can help you make that extra what you need. It can give you that extra push. So like honestly, track has opened up a lot of doors for me. And like I honestly feel like if it wasn't for like me running and like I wouldn't be in this position. Honestly, I don't know what I'll probably be doing. Denzell
Nice.
Feagin, and I'm from Columbus, Ohio, and I'm going to FSU next year. Well, yeah, next season. So
Sheesh. What's popping, guys? We are behind the scenes at the Dino Show right now. Continue watching in order to stay motivated as I highlight dreamers from around the world. Hey, we believe in you. It's time to believe in yourself. Let's start from the beginning though. You do run track. What is your event?
I run the 100, 200, and then 4x1 relay.
Okay, what is the best event though? If you can name just one.
Probably my 200. My 200,
200?
yeah, but like my 100 is like my favorite. I love the one, but like my 200 is like my best event.
Okay, facts. And obviously, like for people listening, I'm not just interviewing anybody. I'm interviewing those who are elite, those who I feel like I'm making an impact not only in the track world, in the athletic world, but in their community as well. So, you just actually made an announcement, right? You're not going to school anymore where you are right now. You just committed. Like, tell me about that.
Yeah, I just signed the FSU last
Sheesh.
last month or whatever. So yeah, go knows. But yeah, I just signed the FSU, so this is my last semester. I'm in JUCO for real, for real. I did my 2 years in JUCO. Now it's time to go. So
Not
yeah,
everybody can do the 2 years in JUCO and then go to D1. Now, I have people who went to my school who did do that, you know what I'm saying? And you are blessed to be able to do it. But let's go back to the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Before, like, obviously, you've always been D1 worthy, but let's go to high school. When you first started track, when was that? Was that in high school or was it before that?
I actually started running in like 2018, like my sophomore year.
In high school?
Yeah, I started running track like my sophomore year of high school.
Okay. And
Yeah.
were you good at it or what?
Honestly, nah. See, like in my head, I always knew I always knew like I'm good. Whatever if I put my mind to it, I'm gonna do it. I'm good at what I'm gonna do. But
Yeah.
it really just started with like my older brother. He ran track like middle school and then in high school, and actually he competed on the collegiate level. He still does or whatnot. But like we were just younger, and it was like he ran. And I was like I'm faster than him, and it was just like a little rivalry between me and my brother. Well, he,
Facts.
uh, he went off, graduated from high school, whatever. He went to University of Pittsburgh to run, and then like he won the state. He got like second place in the state meet by himself. Scored all, like he got like first in three events and like second in one event. So like
Okay.
he did his thing or whatever. So then it was like when it was my junior year, people were like, "That's his little brother right there. He got to run." Like I was getting rolled up for real, for real. Like junior year of high school, I wasn't really like sliding like I thought I should, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It just started like that, and then like had a coach tell me like you can go to college for this and like make some money with your legs. You got a talent, and I was like,
Yeah.
really? Like I ain't think of nothing like that. Like I ain't think about going to college until like senior year of high school. That's why I ended up back out here at Barton or whatnot. But yeah, that's how it really started for real.
But so when people were telling you that you were good in track, and there's a lot of athletes actually that have that like older brother, older sister who does very good at the sport, and then you see them and you're like, yo, I'm going to be way better than them, like no matter what. So
Yeah.
it's good you were inspired by your older sibling. So they went off to college, and then now it was your time to decide whether you wanted to take track serious or not. Were you doing any other sport at the time, or was it just track?
I was racing motocross. I was racing dirt bikes.
What? I've never heard.
Yeah,
Pause. I've
yeah.
never heard anybody tell me
I
this.
was on a whole different. I was on a whole other wave. Like I wasn't even like I was running high school track because that's what my brother did, and I was like, I'm gonna do what you do, big bro. Like do what big bro do. So, well, yeah, I was on a whole different wave, and then
Wait, so you were racing dirt bikes after school?
I
Racing
was
them?
yeah, like I used to like race motocross. I've been racing dirt bikes since like sixth grade.
What?
Yeah,
Where do you do that?
Like there's like tracks and whatnot like out like in Ohio. We just travel, we go to dirt bike tracks, and we got woods behind my house. I brought a couple dirt bikes and then started riding. And
So
then,
were your thoughts like X Games, like before track, or what?
yeah, like definitely like I wanted to like be like a professional motocross racer no cap before I started running track.
Okay, yeah, facts. So you gave up that dream, or do you still do it?
Well, I can't really ride right now because like if I ride, I'm afraid like I'll get hurt, and I don't
Yeah,
want to risk that over track because like when you're racing dirt bikes, that's a lot of money. You got a $10,000 dirt bike, you got gas,
yeah,
travel, you race it. Like racing dirt bikes is very expensive. Other than track, you just need some spikes, a pair of tennis shoes, and your legs, and you stuff.
yeah. I believe it. So you obviously was like, okay, I gotta focus on track senior year, and you had a different decision to make than other people because you said you went to a JUCO.
Right.
So your senior year was the first decision, I need to go to a JUCO, or did you have like other colleges and you're like, dang, it's best for me to go to JUCO, whether it was because of like grades, this and that. Was the first option not JUCO, or was it always like I knew I was going to JUCO?
Well, my coach, my high school coach, he was like, "You're going to be a guy that goes to JUCO, do your 2 years, and go Division 1 and win and run fast." And I didn't believe him. I'm hard headed. You got to show me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, I was just like, "Nah, I'm going Division 1. Like, I'm going to run Division 1 track. I'm going to do it." And like, that's so I was talking to Ohio State for a little bit, but then my ACT scores weren't high enough, so I was like, all right, now we gotta go to JUCO. All right, so then like I decided I came out here January of 2020.
mm-hmm.
So I took that first 6 months off of school, trying to still find a school to go to, trying to get test scores up so I can get into schools and all the paperwork and everything like that. But I got everything done in time to get in Barton by January 2020, and then yeah, it all started from there.
That's very inspirational just because a lot of people go the JUCO route or don't want to go the JUCO route and give up on their dreams before they go there. But you're literally a living testimony. You literally did your 2 years, you know what I'm saying, believed in yourself. And now you're at literally one of the top schools that people know, just not for track, for any sport that there is.
Right.
Was this your first option? Like when did the recruiting come into play, like when you're like, okay, this is my second year, like, or I'm just about to get out of this JUCO, now I gotta look for bigger colleges? What was the process like with that?
Um, it was long. It was long and it was really stressful because like when I came in here, there were guys that were sliding like
Yeah,
the guys that are Arkansas, Butler, Southern or USC, like they all went to big schools. So, like when I came in the bar, and I was like, I was getting rolled up in practice every day. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like I took that whooping a lot, and like I really had to learn like what it's about. Like I actually had to learn how to like time manage, put in work, grind for something, and like go get it. But like I wasn't the fastest when I first came in here. Now I was getting beat.
What was the biggest difference between what you did in high school to be good to what you do now to be good?
Practice in high school, I didn't train.
Okay,
Yeah, in high
like
school.
more practice or different
No,
types of practice?
no, like I no, like when I say I didn't train, I didn't practice in high school. I show up to the track and we show up on meet day and we run. Like I mean, my team practiced, but I did it. I wasn't track. I didn't care about it. Like
Okay, what was the practice for you? So, because people gonna listen and be like, no practice, like Monday through Friday. What was the hardest thing you did?
in high school,
Yeah.
probably like two hundreds, 300s.
Okay, so people do that, but when you say no practice, I'm trying to get a visual of what that
But
means.
it wasn't like I wasn't training. Like my mindset wasn't there. It was like kind of like I feel like it's a difference from like when you go to practice and you practice with a purpose rather
Yeah,
than when you practice with no purpose. You know what I mean? So I was going to practice and all right, I'm here. I show up, do
yeah,
a little bit, leave. But then like we have practice Tuesday. Oh no, let me skip practice today. Let me go home. I ain't coming to practice. Oh, let me skip Wednesday. Oh, we got to meet on Thursday. I'm gonna show up for the meet. Okay, I can run.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like I knew I was gonna run, so I didn't. There was no like real point. I feel like, but then like
Yeah.
my coach kind of like junior year, senior year, my coach kind of like brought it to me like, if you want me to train, you got to come to practice, or you're not getting no help at all. And like I was like, well, that's all I really got for real.
Yeah. So you got the mindset of, okay, I need to practice. And in college, you started practicing more. So let's go back to like my original question. What do you remember the month when you started looking at schools outside of Barton to go to?
I always had like schools that like dream schools I always wanted, but like I never talked to any schools, and like it kind of like I didn't like when a lot of people were like going on visits and getting phone calls and like things like that. I wasn't getting those phone calls until last season. You know what I mean? The
Mm-hmm.
calls weren't coming in until last season, and that's after I was running fast. When I started running fast indoor, well, I mean I was running higher indoor, and then like they seen it, you know, they gravitate. They started watching more. They hitting me up throughout my outdoor season, throughout the summer, and then actually throughout trials, and then coming back throughout here, I started going on visits. But like I wasn't getting that many calls, and like I was looking at like I'm sitting here 10 o'clock at night googling. All right, what GPA do you need? Okay, how fast do you?
Yeah.
I
I
have
already know how it goes.
schools. I'm just like all right, maybe I can get in this school, but I didn't know how to I didn't know how to get in contact with them. So like my coach, I asked him one day, I was like, how do I get in contact? He was like, quit bullshitting, you run fast. So that's what we did. Like I was like, all right, like that's what I knew what I wanted at that time, and I really started putting in that work and getting what I
What
wanted.
was the first school that contacted you or you went on a visit to where you were like, damn, if nobody else offers me, I'm okay with this school?
Um, I didn't go on no visits in high school. I didn't start.
Yeah, but you
I
just
didn't.
did, right? Like this year?
Yeah, like starting in like August, I started going on visits this August.
Okay. So
And
what visits did you go to?
pardon me.
What visits did you go to? What schools?
I went on the North Carolina A&T visit, Tennessee, Alabama, and then FSU visit.
Okay, so 4 visits, and your last visit was FSU?
My third visit was FSU.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say a lot of times people usually pick their last visit because it's like exciting. I just happened to. What made you choose FSU? I've never been to the school. Probably haven't been to Florida that many times either. But I know it's obviously an amazing program just for any sport. Why did you choose them?
Um, I don't know. Like it felt like like they seem like they take care of each other. They take care of business and they take care of each other down there. And when I went down there for my visit, like second day of being there, like I was just like, yeah, I like these dudes. Like you
Yeah.
go on some visits and you like, oh, they acting too cool or they acting weird over there. Like they be in cliques and everything, and y'all a team, y'all like nah. Like so
Yeah.
like it was something just clicked, and it was like Ricky, like Coach Rick, he 100, like he keep it 100. Like I vibe with Coach Rick right off the back. Like he came. I was talking to Tennessee for a long time earlier, and then
Mm-hmm.
football showed up. You know, just he texted me, and he was all you know. He texted me and was interested, but like I really wasn't that interested in Florida State at all. Like
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to run the ACC. I want to run the SEC. You know, what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like that was my mindset. But then like he came out and there was like FSU's here to watch practice today. And like I had one conversation with him, and it was just like I clicked. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I like the vibe. We on the same page, and like so yeah, it was really off vibes. Like I feel like anywhere I go, I'll run fast regardless. Every Division I school has programs, has good facilities, nice housing. Everybody gets a stipend. So
Yeah.
I mean, like at the end of the day, you gotta be a donor. So like anywhere I would have went, I would have been fast regardless. I felt like I had to find somewhere that felt like home. People gave me good vibes. I felt like I'll be taken care of, 360 all the way around, and that was just that was my best option in my eye.
Now, are you going there this like when are you going there next year?
This January.
This January? Okay, so you're practicing with your team now, and then you're gonna start on the next semester, the second semester, basically, right?
Yeah, I'll be heading down for the next semester.
Oh, okay. So what are the goals for this specific season? You know what I'm saying? Because once you get there, it's like you have 2 years, or do they allow 4 years?
I have 2 years there, but then I have the COVID year that comes back around, so I have three. Or
Okay.
I have three more outdoors and then two more indoors.
Okay. So perfect scenario, you get to Florida State 2022. What do you do first season? In the perfect scenario.
When,
You can hear me?
when
Oh, you said what?
I said when,
Oh, when?
like,
So
like
I'm saying like perfect scenario, you go to Florida State this year. Well, I guess it'd be next year. You pull up
yeah.
to campus, you have your first meet, you know what I'm saying? January, February. Going to like what are your goals? Like I said, like my goals are like nationals, jumping
Oh
certain
well,
specific. What are
like
your track goals for this year, Florida State?
indoor. I'm not a big indoor fan. I'm not a big indoor fan. So I mean, really indoor.
Okay.
I kind of treat indoor like I mean like I don't know how I'm gonna treat indoor because I ain't never ran on that scene before. But knowing then when I ran in JUCO, I treat indoor kind of like a preseason. Like let's get warmed up. Let's work on my mechanics. Let's work on blocks. Let's work on executing my race. So then when I come to outdoor, it's time to go. Like I'm ready. I'm firing all pistons. So like
You got
um,
to shoot out indoor because they gonna be rolling indoor.
yeah, and I mean like I'm ready to slide. So like I don't know what's there, but the goal is definitely make it to nationals, be in the finals for nationals
Yeah,
for
facts.
hopefully the 60. Still working on that, but
60, it's got to be indoor though.
yeah, like that's why I said 60. I run the two. I run the two indoor. No, I'm gonna be in the finals.
Indoor is the best nationals, bro. I'm telling you. I went to indoor nationals and outdoor. Indoor just feels so much more exclusive, bro. They only bring like 24 people. Nationals like 48.
Yes.
People
I
can just
mean,
slip in, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
got long legs though. I got long legs. I like to run outside.
I feel you though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
No,
it's more like the 200 is if you could win nationals for any event, what would it be?
indoor,
I guess outdoor and
outdoor,
indoor.
outdoor one and two,
Okay, pick one.
200.
The 200? Okay, facts. Um, okay, hell yeah. So your goal obviously is to go to nationals. Everyone's goal is to win. Are you thinking about going pro after college? Has that like obviously that's come
Um,
into your mind? Like, what do you think about that?
that's the goal. That's what I'm working for. That's what I want. I want to be at the top of the level of this game. Like I want to be one of them, and
Yeah.
I'm doing that. So
Hell yeah. And what is actually driving you to want to do that? Like, is there some type of bigger goal you have in mind? Like, is there something that inspires you, someone you want to impress? Like, what is making you wake up? It could be yourself, honestly, but people do want to know, you know what I'm saying? Because not everyone can get to your level. Not everyone can even be patient. That's another thing. A lot of people aren't patient to wait their turn in order to be at that level. Someone could be in your position at Florida State D1, whatever it is, but they're like, yo, I'm not trying to go to JUCO. You know what I'm saying? But you're like, yo, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? If I'm a B D1 anyway, you know what I'm saying? It really don't matter. So what is the reason? How are you able to do that really?
what motivates me for real is like I got a talent. I got a gift. I got a talent. I feel like, and I ain't gonna waste it. And I don't want to sit. I don't want to work a regular job. Like if I can be a professional athlete, wake up and train, take care of my body, run fast. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I mean, do what they're supposed to do. But like if I can do that and make money, I'm cool with it. Like
Yeah.
well, I just love. I really like just running for real. Like I just like running. If I can get paid to do it, I'll do that. So like I
Yeah.
told you too, but like I don't know. I
Yeah.
told you I would. So
My goal is really to build dreams and talents. That's why I have like this show. That's why I have like everything I do. like obviously you don't know too much about what I did in college. Basically four-time All-American for University of Kansas in triple jump. Not really about me, but after college, I did become a professional athlete for basically a season, and then used my talents that I had in track to
Yeah.
go on to other things. So that's
Yeah.
another reason why I have this, because it's like, yo, even outside of track, there's a lot of ways you can make money for just being yourself and having a talent, which
Yeah.
is necessary. If you go to any D1, you need to use that to your advantage. That's why I literally be telling people, like, it's you're a celebrity literally to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like I know that like so like, I'm gonna go to school. Like my degree is gonna be business and marketing because like
Yeah.
I want to be an entrepreneur. Like I want to own multiple businesses. So like, but like I also feel like I can like instead of going to college like a regular student and getting a degree and getting a job and taking out a loan to pay for this, go make some money with your legs. Take that money, go invest your money here, go invest your money there, so you can get what you really want down the road. It's how I think of it too, because like I mean like you're not gonna run track forever.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. So like, it's this. It's really all what you really want out of it, and everybody wants something different out of track. I feel like some people. I mean, I feel like everybody just wants something different, and it just
And you're saying that you want to be an entrepreneur, and you also said something about investing. Do you know right now what type of business you'd want to start, or what you would invest your money in if you got cut a check right now?
um not specifically, but like not specifically like what kind of business I would invest in right now. Like I trade right now. Like I do day,
Okay.
I do stocks, but like I don't not specifically right now. I wanna
But you trade and you do stocks. What do you trade? Forex?
nah.
Okay. What do you trade? Just stocks?
Yeah,
And you've been doing that for how long?
since like 2017, 2018.
Okay. So a lot of athletes probably don't even know really about that. Is there a reason you're doing it? Like what is the reason you're doing stocks? Like,
Because like if you got money, if you I don't like to spend my money. I like to save my money. So like
okay.
if I'm a save it, I might as well put it in there. Take your money, put it in the E-Trade account, learn about the stocks, invest in, put small money in at first, start learning, go trial and error, and then just start keep paying your money, and your money's gonna make itself after a minute. So like, just keep doing that for real.
Let's think we're talking to somebody completely dumb, doesn't know, not dumb, but like completely um doesn't know anything about stocks, doesn't even know what it really is. You know what I'm saying? Um you said you put your money in and it can grow in other things as well. You know what I'm saying? So why specifically stocks? And for someone who's listening to this, you know what I'm saying, who may be inspired by you, what is really the plan?
Like a lot of people don't know, but like even if you don't invest your money, like if you put it in your account, it's gonna build interest over the years and over the months either way, and it will build more interest than a regular bank account. So
Okay.
that's why.
So with stocks, you're taking a paycheck that you get or a certain percentage of money you get,
Mm-hmm.
and how are you learning about this? Because if someone's watching this and doesn't know, like, how are you learning?
My mom, she teaches me a lot. Like me and my mom, like she kind of when I was like, yeah, 2017, she was like, hey, you're gonna open up an E-Trade account, you're gonna put your money here, don't worry about this, and your money's gonna work for itself. So like she kind of kind of like helps me walk along through it and shows me like how to do it, and so I'm still learning this, a learning experience, like, but I've been able to be good off of it for real, like
Yeah. It's something I actually learned from one of the guys that I listened to. He said, if you don't talk to anybody, if you don't learn anything, you will not know anything new, because we don't our brains don't just think of ideas that's never happened in the
yeah,
world. Our brain thinks of things that somebody else may have told us, and they come together. So it's like you're learning that from your mom, someone else needs to learn maybe from YouTube, or maybe learn from you. So like somebody watching this, information is key. You know what I'm saying? You see, he's not just running track, he's also investing into other things and has plans as well for after track and field. I think that's very big, because a lot of track athletes I'll see are popping, and then after I don't hear anything about them. And it's not like you really need to, but I just know in today's day and age, you should be making money off of people knowing who you are and your talent, even if that talent was when you were 17, 18, 20, 21. You know what I'm saying? For example, me, I just got booked a speaking engagement to speak at a high school. I told them I was all American literally as soon as I walked in the door. I haven't run on a track in like 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
But it's like me, what I accomplished in college literally is leading my life, and it can for a very long
Yeah,
time.
like, and that's like, and like I can say like the same thing for me. Like track really opened up a lot of doors for me because like I can say like if I didn't go to track, I wouldn't be able to go to college. And like I know they say that you don't. They say people can be successful without college, but
Yeah.
so when you got if you got a 4 year degree, it can open up a lot of doors for you. It can help you make that extra 40,000. That like I mean like you know what I'm saying. It can help you make that extra what you need. It can give you that extra push. So like honestly, track has opened up a lot of doors for me. And like I honestly feel like if it wasn't for like me running and like I wouldn't be in this position. Honestly, I don't know what I'd probably be doing.
Nah, yo, I feel the same way.
Yeah,
So
like
if you weren't doing track, what if you could be professional at any sport, what would it be besides track?
I wasn't even like I didn't even like it before like I even decided to like go run track. Like I was racing dirt bike. How I told you I was racing dirt bike.
Yeah.
So in high school, I went to trade school. I was welding in high school. So I was
Okay.
welding junior and senior year at the trade school. I got like all my welder certificates and everything. And like mom was like, all right, so either you're gonna go to college, or you're gonna go to work. And I was like, all right, well, junior year, all right, well, I'm going to work. I don't want to do school. So I started welding, and I was just gonna go down Texas weld pipeline and make my money, work pipeline, race dirt bikes, have fun, and just live life kind of that way. After
Yeah.
high school, then I had a lot of people like this, a lot of coaches I can say like, hey, you coach high school coaches, just like friends are like, nah, you gotta go do this, go run track, and I was just like,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
let's go, and like that's what started, and it opened up a lot. Like ever since I really like tapped in like with track, and really was like, all right, I'm gonna go to practice, let's start training, let's start reaching other schools, let's try to take these tests, let's go get tutoring so you can pass the ACTs, let's you know what I'm saying, trying to do everything you can that. Yeah, I can say that it all came from track. For real.
Now, a lot of people like us don't necessarily care too much about academics when they're competing in track. Me, I was like, bro, as long as I could be eligible, I'm going to, what I'm saying,
Yeah,
run track. And I don't want to say there's anything wrong with that. I would say there's something wrong with knowing you have to be eligible and not being eligible. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So
right.
did you have to kind of change your mindset because if you say you had to pass the ACT, it means you didn't pass like the first time or you didn't get a high enough score or whatever. So
Yeah,
what was the difference between the first ACT and the one you actually passed? Like, did you have to completely change yourself? Like, bro,
right.
I gotta be a nerd right now. Like, I gotta like, you know what I'm saying?
Whole mindset. Like I felt like I was forcing it, low key. Like I felt like I was forcing it because like first time I went and took the ACT, got caught out the classroom. All right, come down to the cafeteria. I'm taking the test, and I'm making a pattern with the ball. I started making shapes and drawing. Like
Yeah.
I didn't take it serious. I was like, what do I need this test for? Like, you know what I mean? And then second time, like I went and I took it, and they're like, well, maybe you should do tutoring. So I started doing like tutoring Saturday morning. My mom, let's go. We're going to the school. So I tutoring my math teacher Saturday mornings, and she was like kind of just stuffing the material down my throat. Like, you're gonna learn this. You gotta do this for the test. Like you need this. And then I got another tutor on the side that we paid for outside of the school. That
Mm-hmm.
I was using that tutor for English and writing and other math stuff. You know what I mean? And I still got a 17 on that thing. Like I only went up like I don't even know how many points, but I
But
still
you got enough that was
yeah
necessary, basically.
yeah. Like it was good enough to get into JUCO. It was good
Yo,
out
I'm
here.
telling you, I had to take tutors too, and that is the worst thing
Dang,
ever. The
it's
tutors
like
on
four
it,
hours.
and on a day that you don't even got school, it makes it feel even worse. Like, but I do know now that I know, like, when I have a kid, I already know, like, if my kid's gonna be like me, that tutor is really necessary because without it, it's like you just go to the test more prepared because you're really doing a lot of repetition, like especially with
Yeah,
math, like the
and
same
that's
things.
like all it is. That's all it is, really. Like I figured that out. I'm still figuring out all it is just repetition. You just have to like if you go to the tutoring every day, when you go to the test, you done did it for the past 4 days, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You did it on the test. So
Yeah.
like, it comes to like things like that. So like yeah, I feel like it's necessary.
Yeah, hell yeah. So, what I like to do is obviously leave people with some form of advice. I would say for a kid who may be in high school, you know what I'm saying, who's trying to go to Division 1 level, you literally just you're living somebody's dream literally right now, multiple people's dream, not just one. So, what advice would you give someone who's 16 right now, maybe a sophomore, junior in high school? Let's say they haven't passed their ACT. They're not as good at track. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like you weren't as good. What advice would you give them to get to that D1 level?
The advice I can give you guys is like hard work and dedication is gonna pay off, and like if you want something, like people told me I couldn't get something, prove them wrong. Like be hard headed. They show you better than they can tell you. Words ain't shit for real. So that's something I always stuck to. Like I don't care what nobody said. If I want it, I'm gonna go get it. So just keep that dog energy, work hard, and do everything right for real. You may don't mess up. Try not to mess up. Just try to do everything right and grind.